Welcome back to the deep dive. So our sources this week are basically drowning in excitement over Google's new visual model,
Gemini 3 Pro image.
NanoBanana Pro, and creators everywhere are saying this is a fundamental shift.
It really is.
So our mission today is to unpack the use cases that are making people stop and say, wait, that shouldn't be possible.
It's a great topic because the breakthrough here, it isn't just better resolution or something simple like that.
It's more foundational.
Exactly. Gemini 3 Pro image is a visual reasoning model. It actually understands grammar, structure, and crucially typography.
Right.
And it's not just pushing pixels around.
And that gets us right to the viral examples, doesn't it? For years, text in AI images was just a mess.
It's the total mess. It was the white whale.
So what is it about the text generation now that has everyone buzzing? Why was it so impossible before?
Because it's a reasoning test, you see, not an art test. A model has to know what letters are, how they connect, how they sit in a 3D space. And the examples are just flawless. You've probably seen the how much wood would a woodchuck chuck one?
Oh, yeah. Made out of timber, sitting in a forest. It looked real.
Perfectly generated. The typography is expressive, and it's completely error-free.
Which immediately leads to the first huge use case.
Hmm?
Design and branding are just, revolutionized overnight.
Totally. It's an instant workflow collapse for e-commerce. You can generate expressive logos, command-specific fonts.
Localized text inside an image, that's massive.
Think about global product shots.
Yeah.
A brand needs to change a coffee bag label from English to Korean. Done. Instantly.
Or a double-decker bus from London to, a Berlin street scene with German text?
It does it, and the fidelity is what's so fascinating. We're seeing these 4K close-ups of like an Advil box where all that tiny pharmaceutical text is just starting to perfect, legible, and accurate.
That level of detail is just incredible. Okay, but let's shift to content creators, filmmakers. This is where it gets really interesting for them.
Video quality control.
Yeah. We're reading about creators getting this fine-grained control over the physics of the shot itself.
You can change the lighting from day to night instantly, or completely shift the focus.
It's like you're digitally reconstructing the scene after the fact.
You literally are. You can generate a picture, then decide, you know what, I want the focus on the blurred city behind the person, not their face. And the model just rebuilds the depth of field.
Which kind of changes the role of the camera itself, doesn't it?
It really does. And the continuity, the attention to continuity is just unprecedented.
I keep going back to this character fidelity claim. It can maintain the identity of up to 5 characters.
And up to 14 separate objects in one scene.
That's not just a technical win. That changes everything for storytelling.
It completely changes the complexity of the stories you can tell. Creators are talking about this LTX workflow going from just a raw idea, a dream, to a full storyboard.
And then a final video.
A final short video, yeah. And the characters, their clothes, the location, it all stays consistent through every single shot. That was always the biggest bottleneck.
Okay, let's pivot to the third use case, because this is where the model goes beyond just making beautiful art.
This is the knowledge work part, visual reasoning.
It's drawing on Gemini's deep analytical brain to create accurate diagrams.
And this is the real game changer for, say, research and education. The model can read structured input.
Like what kind of input?
A dense academic paper, or even complex PyTorch code for an architecture schematic.
And it translates that into a visual.
Into a usable whiteboard diagram or a flowchart in one command. It isn't just illustrating, it's synthesizing knowledge visually.
You mentioned the really complex stuff, like reading an entire Google earnings report, a 10Q filing, and turning it into an infographic.
In one shot, a comprehensive, accurate infographic. Think about what that does to the pace of data comprehension.
It changes everything.
Indeed. The final takeaway is that this model shifts AI from an assistant that gives you a rough draft to a tool that generates a finished high-fidelity artifact.
Up to 4K resolution.
In one go.
Yeah.
It's democratizing a really sophisticated kind of visual thinking.
So the final thought for you to chew on, if even deeply complex data financial reports, code, academic papers can now be instantly and flawlessly summarized in a visual, how does that change the speed at which we teach and research and present information? The era of bad PowerPoints might actually be over.